Okay, so today we're going to talk about this 3D diorama of the ocean floor, and this isn't exactly ideal, but it'll work. So what this is made of is a trifold poster board, so a small trifold, and I wanted to get a trifold because it could bend. And all of this is Play-Doh, and then we have Dixie cups, and then we have paper, tissue paper, and toothpicks, and that's about it. And the names of all of the features shown are the volcanic islands, so these two are the volcanic islands. And those are when volcanoes on the ocean floor erupt. They can create mountains so high that their peaks break the surface of the ocean. And next we have the seamounts, so these two right here. And seamounts are mountains that peaks don't break the surface of the ocean water above them. Next we have the abyssal plain, so all of this blue Play-Doh right here, so all of this strip. It's not exactly the prettiest, but it works. So abyssal plains are thick layers of sediment formed by the sunken remains of dead organisms from the surface, and they're flat plains. Next we have the mid-ocean ridge. So the mid-ocean ridge is, the mid-ocean ridge is these. So those are many peaks along both sides of the Central Valley. And actually, I switched those up. So, sorry, the trenches are the ones in the yellow. So those are supposed to be like the deepest parts of the ocean. So those are actually supposed to be switched. So this actually goes here. Okay, so the trenches are the yellow, and those are canyons that include the deepest spots of the earth, as I said earlier. So these would be the deepest, but I just wanted to show them with a different color. And the mid-ocean ridge are many peaks along the sides of Central Valley. So those are the ones with the little marks in them. So that's there. Okay. Next we have the continental slopes. So those are steady inclines, and in the Pacific Ocean they are steeper than those in the Atlantic. And so the continental slopes are the blue right here. So blue and then blue over here as well. And these are kind of raised, so that's why I wanted to get a trifold, so they're a little bit raised, so you can tell that those are still on a flat surface, but they are raised in real life. And then the last thing is the continental shelf, and that is what the greenish bluish is right here, and then the green is just like mountains and stuff. So the continental shelves are gradually sloping areas, borders with continents. And next we're going to talk about the three main regions of the ocean floor, and those are the continental margins, the deep ocean basin, and the mid-ocean ridge. And next we're going to talk about which side is the active and passive continental margins and what distinguishing features tell you that. So, most of the Atlantic Ocean and large part of the Indian Ocean are surrounded by passive continuous margins, and continental margins. And then most of the Pacific Ocean is bordered by the active continental margins that are represented by subduction zones in our own book. And many of the active subduction zones are far beyond the margins of the continents. Sorry, the camera's a little shaky. So we'll get out of this action. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is how various features relate to plate tectonics and how ocean ridges and deep ocean trenches are related to plate tectonics. So ridges are spreading centers, and so there are different plate boundaries. There are different plate boundaries where the magma will swell up and from below and eventually making new crust trenches form, and then those are where crustal plates are like going back into the mantle. So that is the diorama of the ocean floor.